Hello, loves, and welcome back to day 6 of the 12 Sweets of Christmas. I am Kate, and you are in the Red Hares and Daffodils Homestead kitchen tonight. We are making, since it is day 6, we are making some festive peppermint chocolate bark, peppermint bark, aka candy cane bark. We've already crushed up our candy canes. My house smells like mint, a wonderful peppermint already. I'm digging it. I love it. Can't wait to do this with you. What I have right now in my bowl is a 34.5 ounce bag of milk chocolate morsels. The recipe called for semi-sweet chocolate, but my family is not that big on semi-sweet chocolate. They prefer milk chocolate and white chocolate, so we're going to use both milk chocolate and white chocolate for my family. Also, peppermint extract is called in this recipe. My family is not a big fan of it. They just like the taste of normal, natural candy. I shouldn't say natural, but normal candy canes. So we're going to omit the peppermint extract in my batch that I'm making today. But the standard recipe does call for peppermint extract, just a half of a teaspoon, so a quarter of a teaspoon in both your milk chocolate and then a quarter teaspoon in your white chocolate. So only a few drops, but those few drops make a difference to my family, especially my mom, who this recipe is for. So if you want to go ahead and follow me over to the stove, we're going to get this milk chocolate melted via a double boiler, a double boiler. And we're going to get this melted, and then we can get it poured out, laid out onto our already prepared baking sheet. We've got a thing that's like a 9 by 13 baking sheet. It's a smaller size than what I'm used to working with, but perfect for this recipe. So come on and join me over at the stove, and we'll get to melting. Okay, loves, I just put my bowl here on my double boiler. I do have my organic coconut oil set aside in case I need to use it, in case the chocolate itself starts to harden up or seize up or just not keep that nice silky smooth shine to it. I also have my thin spurtle here. Okay, I'm just going to add in just a smidgen of coconut oil. There we go. Just to help out just a little bit. Yeah. For the purpose of the chocolate today, we are just melting the chocolate. We are not tempering it. That's why I don't have my candy thermometer out. So I know that shouldn't make a difference for the purposes of the candy cane bark or the peppermint bark. This is a big bag of milk chocolate morsels, so this may take a couple minutes to melt down. I know every year since I grew up, my mother always had a penchant for going to our local small town mall, and she would always go to it's called Fannie Mae Candies. I don't know if you guys have that where you live. It's similar to like C's chocolates and C's candies and all that stuff. But my mother would always buy white chocolate bark, white chocolate peppermint bark, white chocolate almond bark. She just absolutely loves white chocolate, and she hasn't had it for a couple of years now, at least that I'm aware of. I moved out of the house a long time ago, but as a gift to her, I know it's been a couple of years since I've given her white chocolate as a gift. But she does have a fondness for it. But this year we're gonna be giving some of this away as a gift to my brother's best friend, who was kind enough to give us a huge quart jar of his honey from his own bees in his backyard and everything. He's a huge, I think they call him apiarist, I think, or I don't know where I pulled that out from, but he's a huge beekeeper, and he's such a kind gentleman, and I wanted to send him an edible thank you for helping us out with the honey because that's what we actually used in our butter rum hard candies that we made a couple days ago. So, but yeah, this chocolate's melting away here. But yeah, anyway, but we're making up this large sheet pan of milk chocolate and white chocolate peppermint bark for my mother, my brother, and my brother's best friend. So my spouse and I will probably eat some of this too, I'm sure. So they're nodding off to the side right now. So yeah, I guarantee it will get eaten between the five of us. So it'll be okay. You can already see all this is loosening up and melting up quite nicely. I think that little dab of coconut oil really, really helped. You can still see the shine to the chocolate, and that's what I look for in chocolate, at least. So we'll be back here in just a second when this is done melting, and we'll get it poured into our pan and spread out. Alrighty, folks, we're now away from the stove, and we are going to pour our milk chocolate mixture into our baking tray, which is lined with parchment paper. We ended up busting out a spatula so we could get every single ounce of milk chocolatey goodness. Oh my goodness, it smells so good in the kitchen. You can see offhand here, I've got 2 different cups of peppermints. One is very coarsely chopped and one is like a fine dust. I used a sieve and I was able to get out the fine dust so that we can get the proper coverage that we want to. My kitchen helper is helping me out in the kitchen tonight. Oh my goodness, the milk chocolate smell is divine. Oh, it smells so heavenly. Okay, I'm going to take a quick 30-second break and I'm going to wash everything up real fast. That way we can get our white chocolate melted on the stove, same method as the double boiler. So we'll be back here in just a second, folks. Alrighty, loves, we're back. I just opened up my bag of white chocolate morsels and we're going to go ahead and add these in and get a little droplet of coconut oil in this as well. This won't take as much, I don't think, but I want just a wee bit. There we go. Alrighty. I'll take this just a minute or two to melt. Alrighty, I'm going to bring you guys back just so that we're not staring at milk or white chocolate chips that need to melt. I'm going to bring you guys back as soon as it's melted and we'll pour it into the parchment pan. Good heavens, the baking pan with parchment paper and milk chocolate here in just a minute, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, loves, we've just finished up with the melting the white chocolate. The white chocolate was on the double boiler for well over probably 10 or 12 minutes, and it is still not 100% melted. So there are still a little bit of chunks, morsel chunks in this mixture, and it's my family. They won't care. They'll eat it regardless of if it's a little chunky or not. But I'm just going to go ahead and using my spoon here, I'm just going to drop some in. That way we can swirl swirl it around. There we go. And I'm going to hand this over to my other half, who is far better at artistic stuff than what I am for swirling. And do you want the wooden spurtle at all? There you go. Alrighty, there's really no wrong way to do this, which I absolutely love. And move this down just a little bit. There we go. I don't know why white chocolate is such a love or hate phenomenon. I know people that absolutely swear by it, and I know people that absolutely they have such a disdain towards it. What about you guys? Do you find yourselves drawn to white chocolate or dark chocolate or milk chocolate or any chocolate? I know dark chocolate is supposedly like the best for you, which is good to hear. But for me, it is just far too bitter. I don't know why, but it's just far too bitter. I've tried different percentages of cacao and everything, different bars, different strengths and different bars and everything like that. And I think York peppermint patties, hashtag not sponsored, folks, but York peppermint patties are by far my favorite. In regards to dark chocolate candies. Okay, so over here we've got peppermint patty dust, which is just, it's really, really fine. We just kind of whack the stuffing out of it in the bag. And then we've got coarser bits. Yep, approved. Coarser bits from candy canes, so that we have a variety of textures for our slab here. You don't have to add all of it if you don't want. And you're like, you're adding all of it. Why not? It's good candy. It's good candy. Alrighty, after they're done making this nice and pretty with the white chocolate, I think we're going to add in the sprinkles. You want to add sprinkles? Okay, start with the fine. The smell of chocolate and peppermint. Everything in my kitchen is just so inviting right now. I wish you guys were here to have some taste tests of this along with us. Hi, Dobby. Hi, baby. One of my kitties is in the kitchen with us tonight, and he keeps walking around my ankles, looking up at me like, treats? No treats. Only human treats. I was gonna say it's still warm enough. They're sticking. That's good. I'll switch over to the bigger stuff. Oh, this looks so cute. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to break this up later. So to finish this off, we're just going to finish decorating it with the large candy cane sprinkles, and we are going to end up putting this in the fridge for about probably a half an hour to an hour, let it get nice and cold and cool down and everything. And I think from that point forward, we're just going to break it up into some nice bar pieces that we can put in gift bags, along with a couple other goodies that we're going to be making. We've got some homemade turtles caramel and pecan turtles coming up in our next video on day 7, which is something that I am personally looking forward to, and so is my entire family. My brother, especially my mother. I don't know if she remembered that that I'm doing turtles, but those are absolutely a family favorite. I wish you're just randomly throwing in big chunks. I know that if my father were still around, I know that he would enjoy both this bark as well as the homemade turtles above everything else. You're having too much fun with this. They're doing the Salt Bay with the. Okay, you're cut off. You've inhaled too many peppermint fumes there. Okay, folks. Well, I think this looks a-okay. Okay, loves, I think this absolutely looks fantastic. My other half did a phenomenal job, and it smells like peppermint and chocolate in the kitchen. It smells so inviting. I wish you guys could smell this. I think we're done from this point going forward. The bottom of the pan is still really hot, so we're gonna let this sit at room temperature for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and plunk it into the refrigerator or freezer. I haven't decided which, and let this cool either for a couple hours, or if I fall asleep, I'll get it tomorrow morning. So there's no harm to it. And we will follow back up with you guys tomorrow morning so you can see us break this up into some fairly decent size pieces so that we can gift this to my family and my brother's best friend. So we'll see you back here in just a few minutes, folks. Hello, loves, and welcome back to the continuation and the finale of day 6 of our 12 Sweets of Christmas Peppermint Bark edition. We've let our peppermint bark cool all last night, and now we're in the next morning. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out via the parchment paper. Set my baking pan aside. And I'm going to try to cut this into some pieces. I've got some gift bags that they're little clear gift bags that I want to try to slide a couple pieces of peppermint bark into. So I'm going to try to cut these so that they'll fit perfectly into these bags, but I don't know if, yes, they will. Huzzah, huzzah. But yeah, this bark turned out absolutely perfectly. Oh my gosh, this is cutting up so nicely. This is good. I just want everyone to get a decent sized piece of this bark. We've got so much candy in this house right now that my spouse and I don't know what to do with all of it. And it's becoming a little bit overwhelming. My spouse is going to take a lot of this leftover candy into work so that all the guys there will certainly benefit from all these sweet treats and everything. So, alrighty, we got all this blocked up. This is exactly what I wanted for these few gift pieces that we're doing. A couple of the pieces did split, but that's a-okay. And even with my not so precise measuring, I don't know if these are going to fit in my bags. Nope. Let me trim off a little bit here. Trust me, those trim bits will not go to waste. No candy goes to waste in this house. It all goes to my waste. There we go. And it's got a little adhesive seal on the top, and I put a little label in here that says milk chocolate peppermint bark. And I'm going to go ahead and make up a couple of these, one for my mother, my brother, and my brother's best friend. And we're going to go ahead and drive these around town probably in the next day, probably tomorrow, and gift these to everyone. And we've got a couple more sweets to make that I want to include. So it was this easy to cut up and package. And even if you don't have these type of bags to package it up with, you can just simply still put these into a tin, put these into a Ziploc bag, and it doesn't matter how you package it. It's the thought that counts this time of year. So Alrighty, from my house to yours. I hope this recipe reaches you all and everyone is healthy and well. This wraps up day 6 of Peppermint Bark for the 12 Sweets of Christmas. And from the Red Hares and Daffodils Homestead kitchen to your kitchen, sending you all hugs and loves. And I'll see you out in the next video. Bye-bye.